All right, friends, what's going on? It's Frag-Jitsu here, Mr. John. I'm here to talk about some fragrances with you today. So, for the sake of time, we're just going to tear through a lot of these samples that have risen to the top for me. I've sampled many niche houses at this point this month, or even the past 6 weeks. I've been just going deep diving into new fragrance territories, trying new things, Middle Eastern things, French perfumery, Canadian perfumery, however you want to cut it. I've tried a lot of really cool stuff recently, slowed down my purchasing to a crawl. In fact, I already know my next fragrance that I'm going to get, and I will reveal that at the end of this sample set. So I tried the Zoologist sample set. There's 18 of them that they sent me. Hummingbird really stood out to me. I think that the marketing on these guys is really a huge factor of how you experience them, as anything really in fragrances, but Hummingbird really is one of those ones that stands out to me. I'm not going to say anything else about it. It's very easy for me to enjoy. This is one that I've been flirting with getting. Me and my wife both like Hummingbird. There's 18 fragrances that came out of this Zoologist set. This is not a review of them, but these are the ones that I liked. Civet. I liked it a lot. Didn't think I was going to. There is a common thread throughout this house that I'm experiencing, but before I comment, I'm just going to keep wearing them, and I'm going to keep going. Rabbit is really good. I enjoy it a lot. It is actually one of my favorites as well. I knew I was going to like it, but do I like it enough to buy it? King Cobra. If you guys like stanky stuff, this one has some funk to it. King Cobra stands out to me as one of those ones from this set. As anything that is created within this set, like all of the perfumery is very French, very rounded, very easy to wear. So I would say this one is probably tied with T-Rex as the most interesting. Where T-Rex, I'll show you T-Rex actually. I love the little animals, the little humanoid animals on them, and then like the transportative kind of marketing that they put into these. But as you see, Tyrannosaurus Rex here, very interesting kind of marketing that sets up your mind to smell these fragrances and be transported somewhere. I don't know if I would have thought of this when I smelled this fragrance, but the way they set you up with the imagery, with maybe this smells like a T-Rex, and then you smell it, and it kind of is like a time travel to like a place that is like burning and melting. But I'd say King Cobra and T-Rex are both the most challenging fragrance I've smelled so far out of these 18, and they definitely are transportative fragrances that I do enjoy. I think I would get King Cobra first though, because of its green nature, because of its living thing nature being a little bit more enhanced. I'm not really going to go too far on these because I want to experience them a little more before I make claims. So T-Rex is definitely one of the ones that was a lot of fun. Squid's the first one I wore, and I really like the little picture. Great fragrance right here, a lot of mass appeal underneath, a little bit of an artistic imagery, so do really like it. Not going to comment too much. B was one of my favorite ones. I love the honey smell on this. It's just ridiculous. It is like a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I just need to mention these are all really honorable mentions. They're not reviews, guys. These are what I've been wearing recently. Panda is also one of those ones that gave me that Oolong Cha feel. Not that it smells like it, but the same feeling that I get from that one. It's a calming kind of fragrance. But that's just a real brief overview of the Zoologist stuff that really stood out to me in all my samples. Recently, I also wore AMOUAGE Interlude 53 for my first 2 times and my only 2 times wearing it. Not just smelling it, guys, but actually going about my day and wearing this out there in the world. And it is definitely the first time I did it, it was like a battle, 1v1. I felt like I was losing the battle to this thing. It doesn't smell bad at all. It smells amazing, actually. It has so many nuanced layers. It kind of comes off as this smoky, purple, beautiful, almost hypnotizing, but it gets overloading for me. I put one spray on here and one spray on here on my flanks, and I just couldn't stop getting berated by the smell. 2 hours in, and I was like tapping out. 3 hours in, and it was still just like relentless on me. I know this is a really high quality fragrance, and I do really like when French perfumery meets Middle Eastern ingredients and they make it in a French way, which is very rounded, even though the ingredients are super high class. I feel like that's why I like Amouage. That's why I like Oman Luxury. As you see, the next fragrance that I'm going to buy, I'll show you right now, is Zafar from Oman Luxury. This is an empty sample here of Zafar from Oman Luxury. Recently just tore through quick review of like the 6 fragrances I liked from the sample set. I've had that sample set for like 7 months, guys. And I've just been like periodically going in and playing around with them and seeing which ones I like. But since day one, Zafar is the one that really, it got my attention instantly. I already knew I loved it, but then I wanted to experience the other ones first, so I didn't get too biased towards it. But Zafar is the one that I'm going to buy. It is already the next fragrance that's going to make into my collection. Guys, I'm very sure-footed with my purchases. I don't just buy things willy-nilly. I don't blind buy anymore. It's been months since I just slowed down, stopped to a crawl. And now that I'm buying a new fragrance, it's a very big deal. It's a very big decision to me. And intentionality is my, I guess, trend of the year, or my focus of attention this year is on intentionally purchasing fragrances, not getting anything that won't fit in my collection, avoiding redundancy because I just don't want redundancy. This is one of those fragrances, guys, that just, it is nothing I have like it. I can't think of anything else that smells like it. I love it in such a way that it's mind-bending to me when I first spray it. It has so many facets. I love how it goes from like the top, you smell the base, you smell the top, you smell the mids, if such a thing even exists. This one, as soon as I zero in on one part of the fragrance, a different part of the fragrance takes me in that direction. And I just keep bouncing around with this fragrance. Like, my attention just keeps getting drawn to these different features on this fragrance. And again, I'm discovering this about myself, but I really do like Middle Eastern ingredients and Middle Eastern focuses, but made in a French way by French perfumers who are they really know what they're doing. I really enjoy this, guys. I love that hybridization, and I think that's really where I'm landing right now. I love the loudness of this fragrance. I love the sweetness and the mass appeal of this fragrance, but it also still has oud in it and some kind of deep smokiness and some kind of animalic nature to it. But it is so easy to like, and it's just like very me. It's going to stand out in my collection as a banger, like one of the loud fragrances that I want to have. This is a far long lasting, smells good from feet away, like way later, 4 or 5 hours. I had this on yesterday for like 6 hours, standing in a hot room filled with a lot of people, sweating, just giving off heat. And I had a few sprays of this on. When my wife picked me up at 7, she smelled it instantly. From like, as soon as I sat in the car, I was just like, whoa. And she goes, "You smell so nice." And I'm like, "Really? You smell it?" I couldn't smell it anymore, but it was still like, well, I could smell it, but not like to that effect. And it was still like a big bubble hours and hours later. So Performance Hounds Zafar is one of those ones. Hopefully you guys don't just buy it all and make it sold out on me. Ganymede, I've been wearing. I really like Ganymede by Marc-Antoine Barrios. I'm so surprised it took me this long to try it. It's just ridiculously cool. A very interesting fragrance. Another one that would not be redundant in my collection, or really anyone's collections. Now, it's an acquired taste, this one, a little bit strange. Some of you might love it off the bat. Some of you might hate this fragrance off the bat. But in the air, it actually is really attractive, really easy to wear. Very nice fragrance, and I enjoy it like quite a bit. So Ganymede by Marc-Antoine Barrios. Just going to tear through these samples. I got only 2 left, guys, and then we'll get to the full bottles. Orangere Sirocco is my favorite Les Indemodables fragrance. That is Orangere Sirocco. I really enjoy this fragrance. It just has that kind of beautiful quality to it. Very elegant, beautiful, smells good, but it also has this natural component. It's very sublime. This fragrance is super beautiful to me. Orangere Sirocco is the one that I emptied first, so it is the one with the least juice, and that to me is very telling of how much I love it. I also like Cuir de Chine, which I don't have as many leather fragrances in my collection at all, really. I don't really have a lot of leather. Why? I don't know why I don't have a lot of leather. It just happened that way. But as leather fragrances go, Cuir de Chine is also very nice. That is Les Indemodables. It's in the set, so I'd say if you guys just really want to experience some really nice natural smelling, beautiful French perfumery, so rounded, so beautiful, just like really opulent, easy to wear stuff, but still, I say valuable as your tastes go, to try this stuff. Les Indemodables is really top-notch stuff. I'd say not performance, insanity from any of them. Even Vanille Havane, which I thought would be like the heaviest one. Not really too crazy on the performance with these, especially this one too. It's like a light, citrusy, sweet floral fragrance. I really like it though. Orangere Sirocco hits my circuitry really beautiful. I think that's going to be the first bottle I get from Les Indemodables. Say what you want about me for liking that one, but that's the one I like. Masque Milano Tango. Now this one is beastly. Masque Milano's Tango. Not Tango Oud. I want to try that. I do love oud these days. Really getting pulled in that direction, but Mask Milano's Tango is friggin' loud. A little bit tough for me the first like 20 minutes. I didn't really love it, but then the whole wearing experience on this just really landed right in my lap. Super duper enjoyable fragrance for me, and a fruity but still like, it's almost like a sweet, fruity, ambery fragrance. Maybe it has a warm kind of presentation to it and a sticky juiciness to it, like almost like in a cherry fragrance way, like a cherry vanilla fragrance. Sometimes they get a little syrupy. I get that from Tango. I really do like it, guys. It's one of those fun, kind of sweet, more feminine fragrances that are a good time, but it has a really strong kick to it. I really do like Tango. Now, to get to the full bottles that I've been wearing, which we're probably going to breeze right through, Aqua Dubai is always on my list. Say what you want about cheap fragrances. Say what you want about clone fragrances. Say what you want. I don't really mind. I think everyone's entitled to their opinions, as am I. My opinion is that this fragrance is awesome. If you really even liked Imagination at all, this is a no-brainer for me. It has the performance to last you through the day. I'm a hardworking individual who works a lot of hours, and I like when my fragrances are with me throughout that whole experience, and I don't have to bring anything with me to spray, which I can do just for my own enjoyment, guys, not to impress anybody else. And I personally enjoy smelling this all day. It smells clean, zesty, juicy, citruses, but it has this like masculine woodsy component and some synthetic nature to it. And I actually enjoy the synthetic nature of this. I kind of see the bright side on the low end of the spectrum of these fragrances, that it's very easy to look down on this stuff. Very easy to look down on these kinds of fragrances, but there is beauty in everything, and it can be found, and appreciation can be found in everything. And I appreciate this fragrance for what it is. There's some people I know that have no idea what fragrances are, and this one is one of the ones. You'll see another one right after this that it just takes people like right off their feet. They're just like, I can't believe that. That's amazing. That must be expensive. And then I'm like, no, it's like 40 bucks, maybe 40 bucks. You got it like in the 30s. So yeah, you guys see I've also used quite a bit of it. That's for a reason. I really like it. Haramain's Aqua Dubai. We have Soleil d'Italie. So if you want a fresh fragrance and you want a little bit more of a fancy kind of feel to it, this is really nice. It has a fancy component to it. I wear it. I'd say a few times I sprayed too much, especially this one time I sprayed way too much of this just as an experiment to see. I was alone that day, so I just wanted to see like what it would be like if I oversprayed the crap out of this. And it starts to smell like piss a little bit, like urine. It starts to smell like that if you spray a really crazy amount of it. But if you go like normal sprays with this, it's a long-lasting, light fragrance that actually comes with you, and it is really beautiful in the air. It's a citrus aquatic fragrance, but it smells like it avoids that bro status. A lot of these citrusy aquatics like Acqua di Gio have this like bro status to them. They present like generic. This presents like fancy, opulent, well-made, really beautiful, and kind of rare. It's like a rare kind of smell. Even in aquatics that I've smelled like from really like all these different houses, this one really stands out as one that I enjoy. And it has this pretty good long-lasting nature to it. Initial spray is beautiful, and it just dries down smoother and smoother as you wear it. So Mancera, I know they have a bad rap of like sometimes they have like screechy synthetic stuff, which, guys, I appreciate some of the screechy synthetic stuff. It's fun too. Just like loud music can be really fun, or heavy metal, or whatever you're into, absurdity can be really appreciated too. And this doesn't smell cheap at all. And for the price, it's actually better than a lot of those Middle Eastern ones that everyone's pushing all the time. You could get something actually that smells pretty expensive here without being like overly obnoxiously overdone. Let's talk about something on the higher end now. Alghabra's I Have Seven Hills. Now, if you liked Initio Side Effect, something I noticed about this house in the 3 or 4 that I've tried already, 3 of them have been direct clones of popular fragrances, popular Western fragrances. I think this is a Turkish house, so I'd say it's classified in the Middle East. So it's like Middle Eastern versions of popular Western fragrances, and that's kind of my own discovery that I've been making about them. For instance, 2 of them I smelled so far. Here's the 3 that I've identified as almost clones. This is 100% inspired by Initio's Side Effect, which I've worn, I've owned samples of, and I've found to be lackluster. But this one has more interesting things going on to it. It has that berry-like kind of presentation, that deep sweetness, but it has like an oud to it and some spiciness to it that makes it actually more interesting to me. But it's at its heart, it's this sweet, slightly synthetic fragrance. It's very beautiful, guys, and has a lot of nuance to it, but it does dry down into this like sweet berry-like fragrance. I'd say definitely get your eyes on it. I'm happy to have it, and it's really like a high quality bottle. I enjoy the presentation on this. It's a really great fragrance, and I wear it like it's hot out. I still wear it. I love the oud that's added to this. It's like Side Effect is double, triple the price of this, and this is better than Side Effect, in my opinion. I know they are almost one to one with like what it mostly smells like, but this one's an improvement on that in a Middle Eastern way. Just a Middle Eastern clone house at a niche quality level. So it's very interesting to me. The other two that I smelled are, I think King of Flowers was, it reminded me, I forget the names, but I have two of them. I wore the whole sample and I was like, this is Creed Aventus, just Creed Aventus, straight up different version of Creed Aventus. And then the other one was a different version of Absolute Aphrodisiac, that vanilla, a very spicy, like a, not spicy vanilla, but like a herbal kind of vanilla. Same exact, like, guys, I'm telling you, it was like so close. This Alghabra house, I'm kind of have a hunch that it's cloning popular Western fragrances. I don't know if that's for sure, but as of this moment in my research with them, I'm feeling from my experience with them that they are just a Middle Eastern niche perfumery renditions of popular Western fragrances. Now, Kirke from Tiziana Terenzi, yeah, so this thing is, I think, underrepresented and not talked about enough. Everybody talks about, like, what is it, Herba Pura and all of its clones. Why isn't anyone talking about Kirke? Maybe it was talked about a few years ago. This is a great fruity fragrance. Fruity, just bomb, like so strong. Definitely synthetic too, but again, I actually don't mind a synthetic smelling fragrance. They tend to have a lot of horsepower, and I really enjoy this. This is Tiziana Terenzi's Kirke. So, or Kirke. I got this as a gift for my wife, and now I wear it. This just happened that way. She never picked it up, and I would go for it, and I'd start picking it up. Now, I had that Amber Oud Gold Edition, which I think I gifted to someone, and they would be redundant to have both of these, but this one is a higher quality rendition of that. It is so strong, guys, and it smells really great. Fresh and fruity, super sweet, a little syrupy, just really boom. Like, it's got a lot of boom factor to it. Just floats out into the air, and it's huge for like an hour. And then it comes down, and you're just like this fresh fruitiness around you. I'd say there's some citruses too, but more for like a pop kind of effect, not for like a lemony effect at all. It has a lot of lift to it. It's a bright, fruity, awesome fragrance. Kirke is nuclear too. Like, it goes insane. Now, I'll 2-for-1 these because I just made a video on them, but Muscat Mortel and Amber Sultan. I'm always wearing Muscat Mortel at night, especially when it cools down, but still in the hot weather, I still wear Muscat Mortel. It's a fragrance that I love. Go watch the video I literally just released like a few days ago on Muscat Mortel versus Serge Luton's Amber Sultan, but not really a versus because I like having both. Definitely check that out though. I think as amber fragrances go, these just do it for me. They really kick ass. I'm looking into more amber fragrances. I did like Amber Premier from Jovoy. Obviously, Grand Soir is very nice too. And there's other ones, but those are the two that come to my mind right now, and these two. So I am definitely, guys, on an amber chase. I'm definitely looking into that right now, but that's after I get Zafar. Let's talk about another cheapie that I always wear, Hawas Fire. It just does the job of all those Middle Eastern fresh cheapies that everybody's trying to get. This does the job for me and just is really great. I mean, I did a whole review on it when it first came out, but I keep featuring it on my channel anyways. So you guys, if you really want to know more, it's got this aquaticness to it, but it also has this, like, really hard to explain actually. It's not really easy to just say what this is because it is very, I'd say, a complex fragrance because it has this very distinct identity to it. It's not something that I've really smelled before. It does have parts of it that are familiar to me, like in a bro kind of way, like bro fragrance way, but still no. It smells really nice in the air. It has a lot of freshness, but it has this like sweet berry and floral kind of component that makes it have a very distinct identity. It is quite beautiful, guys. Like, I'd be interested in a niche version of this if that would exist. I mean, this technically to me is like a niche fragrance. It just is, it has that absurd strength to it. I really enjoy it. It can last really long time. It's the Hawas that seems to be making its way into the number one spot. I still like Ice, but I feel like this one has more identity to it than Ice even does. I do still enjoy the wearing experience of Ice though. It's a bit lighter. This one's a bit more notes going on. There's a bit more actual like in front of you substance going on to this Hawas Fire. But I do like Hawas Fire. I feel like anybody could wear it, and I think a lot of people look down on that kind of fragrance, and you're missing out because it's a good time. It's actually kind of fun to just enjoy that fragrance for the 30 something dollars that you can get it for. It's very worth it. Probably one of the few that are actually worth looking at. And then Nishane's Wulong Cha. I just wear it all the time. I love it. It's gonna always be in my rotation probably, and if it's not, it's just because I forgot to tell you that I was also wearing it too. It's just the fragrance that just like really sings to me. It's very easy to wear this all over the place and still kind of set yourself apart, but smell so beautiful and natural and easy to wear, and just it lasts really great too. Like it's not like a slouch for this kind of DNA profile. I got to keep looking into Nishane. So far, this is the only Nishane that I really like that much. I even like thought Ani was kind of good, but I don't really care about it as much as this. This Wulong Cha is always going to be on my menu. So that's my recent experience with fragrance, guys. And you see, it's quite involved. So I'm really like, my mind is on this hobby and I'm really enjoying it. I've just been diving deep into these great houses, you know, wearing my utilitarian fragrances in the middle, like finding good ones for that use too, that aren't just generic, you know, utilitarian fragrances. I like something outside of the box. And I'm just happy to share that I'm going to get Zafar. That is my update basically for the whole channel. Anybody who cares about what I'm doing out there and you're watching this, Zafar from Oman Luxury is the one that's definitely, I'm getting it today. All right, so I'm buying it. It's a no-brainer for me. I've liked it for like 7 months, tore through that sample, and out of all these things I tried, that's the one bottle that I decided really belongs in my collection, relevant to what I have already, relevant to my lack of Middle Eastern things like that. I don't have that really. I don't have enough oud fragrances, guys. I don't have enough leather fragrances. I don't even have really any that I could think of that are like dominant in that way. So kind of patching those holes in the collection, get rid of a lot of my redundancy, and then building up from there. So again, thanks for making it all the way to the end. If you guys like, subscribe, but most importantly, just comment. It's fun to talk in the comments, and that's really why I do this thing. Peace. Thanks, guys.